Hello everyone. I've got a few messages and inquiries from people asking me how I managed to come to the UK and study at both the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine and the London School of Economics and Political Science, including the scholarships I received to finance my master's degree. So instead of just helping one person, I thought the fairest thing to do was to make a video that could be of use to all of you. So before I start the video, I want to debunk a few myths about getting scholarships and studying abroad, and in particular in the United Kingdom, the EU, and including the United States of America, because the scholarship that I got funds education in all these countries. The first misconception then is that you need to be super wealthy to come and study abroad. That is valid for so many, but it's definitely not the case for me, because if I were to pay my own school fees, which are really costly, then I wouldn't have been able to afford to come and study at two of England's most prestigious universities. However, there are a lot of scholarships out there open to students who can't afford to study in these places, or those who do not have outstanding sports abilities to earn a scholarship to study abroad. So I would like to advise people to think seriously about this and look at any of these scholarships if the UK, the EU and the US are the places you would like to come to study. The second misconception is that you need a family member who has been abroad or who sits on those scholarship committees. So I don't have a relative or a family member who has ever been to the UK, the EU or the US, so I think that's a complete misconception. Also, these scholarships are merit-based scholarships, unlike those that support studies in China and India, where you need to have a relative or a family member in top government positions to win them. And if you have the kind of hard work and drive that way, it's totally possible to come and study at one of the best universities in the EU, the UK and the US. And then the third misconception is that all universities abroad are excellent universities and that you need to study abroad in order to have a better future. It's completely false. There are a number of better world-class universities in your country or region, in Asia or South America, that might be eligible for scholarship and fewer entrance criteria such as English exams, and so explore them. So this video is more intended to expand your horizons as regards scholarships that might be open to you and that can be obtained to fund your studies in a wide variety of universities abroad. So I thought I would start by giving you my personal story about what I have done and how I have heard about these universities and the scholarships, and actually giving you some good specific advice that you might find useful when it comes to scholarships to universities abroad. So to start off, I was working as a medical doctor with NGOs in both the development and emergency public health programs. Clinical work was demoralizing, and that is a story for another video altogether. And I had been spending some time online looking at how to study abroad. So I found these scholarships programs such as the Civil Society Leadership Awards, also known as the CSLA of the Open Society Foundation, the Chevening Scholarships, the Commonwealth FCDO Scholarships, Window Trust Scholarships, and so many others that were available for African, Asian, Eastern European and South American students. These scholarships offered all expense paid scholarships, obviously great for someone so poor like me. So I was able to apply to the CSLA scholarship, but like many of you, I was not confident about making it to the UK, let alone studying at both the London School of Economics and Political Science and the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine as an intercollegiate student. These are exceptional universities, and studying here was a dream come true for me, to be honest. So after a couple of months of researching the internet and worrying about whether or not I should apply, I decided to build up the confidence to write my application, and I sent this application to a few friends, and they gave me a lot of feedback that I had to think about and integrate their comments. I then submitted my application to the Civil Society Leadership Awards around May 2018, and I had to wait a couple of months, and during that time I felt I did not get it. I didn't hear back from the organization until one day I got an email saying I was invited to an interview. So I was just delighted about that. The excitement, however, faded off on knowing that we were so many people from different countries who have been invited to attend the scholarship interviews. The interviews lasted 20 minutes with questions ranging from the kind of work I do and on my personal statement that I had written and what I see myself doing upon completion. A couple of months later, in December, I received an email congratulating me on securing a CSLA scholarship and how happy they were to offer me an all-expense-paid scholarship, including English test and visa costs. I was over the moon, and I think I had the best Christmas holiday that year. I never actually thought I was going to get it. The whole experience following that totally changed my life in so many ways. After I got the scholarship, they emailed me 3 university admission links that they think fit my personal statement and areas of interest. These were Maastricht University in the Netherlands, Brandeis University in Boston, Massachusetts in the United States, and the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine in the United Kingdom. I had to apply to all of them in order to get a university placement, and obviously that was very difficult, but I think it was made a bit easier having got the scholarship, and because the administrators at these universities already knew about my scholarship offer. I got admitted to all these universities in the 3 countries, but then I was luckily placed to the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine and the London School of Economics and Political Science in the UK, the best place for anyone who would love to have a career in public health and epidemiology, to be honest. The CSLA scholarship, I must say, is the best scholarship of all these scholarships. It paid for our English tests, sent us for pre-academic summer school to Tbilisi, Georgia, and also as a better stipend in comparison to the Commonwealth and Chevening scholarships. Also, the CSLA scholarship pays fees in universities across the EU, the US, and the UK, unlike the Commonwealth and Chevening scholarships that pay tuition in only UK universities. If you are someone who is looking beyond the UK for studies, you should definitely try the CSLS scholarship. So there are a lot of different scholarships open to people from different nationalities and backgrounds, and these scholarships are also merit-based. So I would say that if you do want to further your education abroad in the EU, the UK, and the US, you should find the courage and the time to research and apply. I just encourage people who have a passion for social justice or public service to apply to scholarships like this, because you're going to these institutions to make tremendous friends and make fantastic connections. I really think that if you had the luxury of being given such a great opportunity, it is time for you to give something back to your community, whether it is a local community or an international community. And so if you have a passion for helping people, then I would like to encourage you to seriously consider applying for these awards, and if you do, have the best of luck in them. I hope that all goes well and that you have the courage to apply. And the next question is, how do you go about applying? So first of all, it is to have the courage to go and apply. There are lots of people who have applied 100 different times and got rejected but never gave up. You will only hear about their story the time they succeeded. So for every success story, there are about hundreds failures. So just persevere and keep going with your applications. The second of it is to really try and find where the scholarships are. That can be quite painstaking. So to support you, my viewers, I gave you a few examples below this video. So just above the comment section and in the description, there is going to be a list of 5 possible scholarships that you might think of applying for. But there are a lot of others out there that I would encourage you to go and research them and find out about them, and then contact the people who are organizing these scholarships and find out if there is something that isn't addressed on the website that you might do to improve your application. And then the final thing is for you to have the confidence to go out and apply for them. And if there is anything I can help with, please write in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I never thought I would have the opportunity to study somewhere like in an intercollegiate experience from both the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine and the London School of Economics and Political Science. I implore you to believe in yourselves. So subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss my updates.